Welcome to Panasonic Dimensions. This show has everything to do with visual dimensions, all three in fact. We're of course talking about 3D technology, as it's popularly known around the world. The simple act of watching television has come a long way, from black and white television sets of yore to high definition, color, and now 3D. Things are getting edgier. From catching the magic of the 3D experience at movie theaters to getting the immersive experience right at home, 3D is the next big thing in entertainment. So, let's dive into the Panasonic 3D experience from the camera to the couch. Eye-popping visuals, immersive environments, rich details coming to life. That's the magic of viewing in the third dimension. The 3D experience. I'm in Mumbai. It's pouring outside, but right here inside the Yashraj Film Studios, the future of entertainment is about to unfold in the third dimension.
I would now like to begin by inviting on stage Mr. Daizo Ito. He's the president of Panasonic India, and he will share with us the thought behind the Dimensions initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, Ito-san.
Today is Panasonic first day and the start of Panasonic 3D world in India. I wish a Bollywood movie will be a big launch in a big way in Japan very soon to become to the bridge between India and Japan.
We look forward to a Kuch Kuch Hota Hai Part 2 in 3D then.
Tears don't look very good in 3D, but we'll make sure that people flying around the place does.
Excellent, we look forward to it. Diya, any words of introduction on what we have here today? Have you had a look at what Panasonic 3D has to offer today?
For me, it's a moment of great pride because I think Panasonic as a company is constantly evolving.
.3D is evolving now. So we also wish to contribute in development of one, the technology, and second is the related services and the products. So that is the intention behind this event, which is Dimensions.
Now that there is a 3D screen, and the image you see there is three-dimensional as well. However, that screen looks a little fuzzy, but fear not, for I have these magic glasses. Wow! And hallelujah, suddenly everything seems crystal clear. Those girls look like they're right next to me. Hang on, they are next to me. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi.
Well, it seems 3D is certainly as stimulating as real life. A lot is going on there at the curtain raiser, and there's lots to catch up on. Don't worry, we'll take you right back into the action very soon. But before we take a leap into the future, let's step back a little and get a glimpse of how televisions have evolved since they first got into our homes. In 1925, Scottish inventor John Logie Baird gave the first public demonstration of television images. 3 years later, the first regularly scheduled television service began in the United States of America. Soon afterwards came color television. In the 1950s, color broadcast made television watching a richer and fuller experience. By the 1980s, televisions had got bigger, the colors richer, and the picture sharper. And today, we have more channels than we know what to do with. For India, the Asian Games in 1982 was the first event to be televised and broadcast in colour. We've come a long way since then. The 2010 Commonwealth Games, for instance, were broadcast in full high definition for the Indian audience. And now 3D televisions are readily available at stores near you. The 3D experience takes you right in the middle of a magical world. The word is out. 3D is here to stay. Offering worlds that you can literally lose yourself in, 3D technology has already begun to alter the perception of entertainment. And that explains the presence of frontrunners from Bollywood at the launch of the Panasonic 3D A1. While at the event, I spoke to the one and only Karan Johar. And here's what he has to say about the arrival of 3D. Karan, thanks very much for making the time to speak to us. Tell me, how excited are you by the third dimension coming into film and television?
It's all very exciting, though I think technology and me are not really best friends. But I think I'm really excited because I believe the way forward is definitely adapting your views, your ideas, your thoughts, and blending technology with it. I think the whole Avatar explosion has kind of brought 3D into the movie industry in a large way. And we've seen the way Asian audiences, Indian audiences have lapped it up. I watched Avatar twice actually in a cinema hall in Mumbai, and there was a certain excitement that was palpable. I mean, I could feel it with an audience. There was just a general smile on everyone's face of excitement. It's like being on a roller coaster, literally, with the glee and excitement amongst the kids, even 60-year-olds. I mean, I just saw everyone on that ride. But I think with 3D, I think the whole endeavor should be to blend our Indian ethos, our Asian ethos, blend it with the formatting of 3D. But that blend is very essential.
And what do you think, both as a viewer and a filmmaker, are the key challenges to make 3D films in India and make them effectively and get the requisite market for it?
I think the market comes later, the content has to come first. The imagination, as you put it earlier, has to be the driving force. And I think more than anything else, the endeavor to create something different. I think we get stuck in a little bit of a groundhog loop. Like we want to do the same thing time and again. If one content works, we just stick to that and go on and on. Someone has to come out there, break it, and then of course herd mentality is our forte.
Well, Karan Johar happened to be just one of the many biggies from the industry we heard from. Let's catch up with the rest and see what they have to say about their association with the beginning of a brand new wave in the movie business.
3D is the next big thing for feature films, and for the next 5-7 years will continue to be so. And if audiences accept it, it will be the new and only way of showing movies.
All depends on how our audience picks it up. It will take some time, but it will happen actually. It's a good 3D experience today that we have got from Panasonic. I think Panasonic has always been the forefront of technology.
I think it's one of the best feeling. I mean, it's totally different.
They've done a very good job today in actually showing us that experience and allowing us to be a part of that experience.
Encouraging students to get into new technology, adapting it for India, because that's going to be the future. We've seen Avatar and its success internationally, and it's unfortunate that we have a lag here in India. At least Panasonic is taking the initiative to bring that faster into India. That's fantastic.
Up ahead on the show, an exclusive chat with the eco-brand ambassador for Panasonic, Diya Mirza, and the announcement of the selected teams for the Panasonic Dimensions 3D contest.
I'm very, very excited to announce this list of institutes that will be participating in this competition.
So stay with us and keep an eye out for more dimensions. Just when you're beginning to think that watching a movie couldn't possibly get any better, along comes the 3D experience, allowing you to watch things in stereoscopic vision. Welcome back to the Panasonic Dimensions. We've been to the curtained raiser of the Panasonic 3D 1A camera and have been talking to the industry professionals about their opinions on this relatively new approach to filmmaking, including to the eco-brand ambassador for Panasonic, Diya Mirza. Let's have a look at what she has to say. As a viewer and somebody who's been so closely associated with the film industry, with entertainment in general, how excited are you by the revolutionary ideas of three-dimensional entertainment?
I was just watching a video downstairs where we saw something on 3D. And yes, we've seen an Avatar that has, I think, been an unparalleled experience because it's in 3D. I don't think you would have enjoyed it as much as you did if it wasn't in 3D, because you feel closer to the experience. I saw visuals of heritage sites in India shot on a 3D HD camera.
Right.
And I can very easily say that what that camera captures, even the naked eye can't.
Right.
Because the kind of detail and clarity you see in image, and just the mere experience of feeling like you're a part of that place or that person or that situation or event is just spectacular.
So you're looking forward to the world going three-dimensional then, are you?
I think it's going to be a very exciting experience. I'm also very excited about Dimensions, this initiative that Panasonic has taken on to encourage new filmmakers to actually experiment with 3D. And I mean, to be in the tutelage of Karan Johar and Rajkumar Hirani and Nirvani is, I think, an opportunity of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't mind making that short film. But I think it is opening Pandora's box. You're just opening up possibilities, and that is what Advance is all about.
That was the eco brand ambassador for Panasonic, the lovely Dia Mirza. And she seemed quite thrilled at the prospect of 3D. The great thing about Panasonic Dimensions is that the technology on offer isn't just open to Bollywood giants. Students studying film and TV too are going to get to have a go at these new cutting-edge 3D cameras. In fact, Panasonic has flagged off a 3D filmmaking contest for students. And guess what? They'll be using the Panasonic 3D 1A camera to shoot their projects. After a workshop with the Hollywood cinematographer and 3D guru Barry Braverman, they will be making their own movies. To judge their work, eminent Bollywood filmmakers have been called upon. Let's get talking to some of them.
Coming now to the most exciting part of this evening. I'm proud to announce the Panasonic Dimensions 3D Filmmaking Contest, the first ever 3D filmmaking contest open to students of film and television institutes across our country.
Specifically about the contest that you mentioned on stage today, what is your involvement in it and how do you see it going forward?
Well, Raju, Nikhil and I will be seeing the films that will be made from leading academic institutions like we listed out. They are listed the names of the institutions that will be producing content. And then of course we'll be, from there, who knows what kind of talent one will find. Because it's interesting that they've been given the equipment, everything is paid for, they're going to make the film, and of course they will be able to tell us if there are people who will effectively blend a story with the Indian-Asian context and blend it effectively with 3D technology.
Karan Johar is positive about the scope of this unique 3D filmmaking contest. Now let's hear from the other jury members, Nikhil Advani and Rajkumar Hirani.
The reason I am here is because Panasonic is actually, as Karan said, put together a wonderful competition so that young filmmakers all over India can get the opportunity to put their vision out and to put it on 3D. That's a great way of doing it.
I would rather be making this film on not judging it, because I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to go out and make these short films. And my only message to the contestants is that go out and make something very unique, something very amazing, because I think this is a great opportunity. I wish you all the best.
Well, the moment has arrived. It's time we take a look at the teams from across the country that have been chosen for this contest, announced by Dia Mirza herself.
Before I announce the names of these institutes, I'd like to add that this is perhaps the rarest and the most spectacular opportunity for students in film.
It truly is.
Because not only to be given an opportunity to make a film of your own that is sponsored and funded by Panasonic, but to be able to be under the tutelage and guidance of 3 of the best directors in the country is truly a phenomenal opportunity. And I'm very, very excited to announce this list of institutes that will be participating in this competition.
The selected teams are from Chennai, the L.V. Prasad Film and Television Academy, the Chennai Film Industrial School, the Film and Television Institute of India, and the Symbiosis Institute of Mass Communication. From Kolkata, the Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute, And from Delhi, the Asian Academy of Film and Television and the NDTV Media Institute. Just when we thought we'd figured it all out, how movies are made, what the technology is, now we have 3D cameras that are new to the industry, so everyone's doing a bit of guesswork. What do industry wallas think of 3D movies? Do they have their favorites? This should be fun finding out.
My best and most fun 3D experience was Ice Age.
Maybe an Avatar or something?
Captain EO.
Avatar.
And the teams are raring to go. It's going to be a curious mix of excitement and apprehension. Good luck to them all as they make their way through the stages of the contest. It's time to take off now, but before we go, here's a glimpse of all the things to come on this show. When we return, it's going to be quite a ride into a whole new dimension with Panasonic Dimensions. I'll see you again next week. Till then, be good.
My message to all the students making their first 3D film. Get the 3D right, get the technology right, get your grammar right. But don't forget, content is king. Blend the two effectively and you'll have the best film ever. All the best.